Thandie, you won't believe what happened to me yesterday.
Try me. You always find yourself in the strangest situations.
I was at the bus stop, waiting forever, as usual, and this old man sat beside me. I didn't notice him at first, but he said something so strange.
What did he say?
He looked me straight in the eye and said, "Don't let the storm outside make you forget who calms the seas."
Wait, just like that?
Just like that. I asked him what he meant, and he smiled and said, "You're not forgotten. The shepherd sees you."
That sounds like something Jesus would do.
Exactly. I was in tears. I've been struggling so much lately, job applications, family stress, just everything. But this man, a complete stranger, said the exact words I'd been crying to God about.
And then what happened?
I looked away for a moment, just to wipe my face, and when I turned back, he was gone. No footsteps, no sound. Just gone.
Hebrews 13:2. Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing some have entertained angels without knowing it.
That verse gave me chills this morning when I read it. Do you think?
I think God still speaks. And when he does, he often sends a messenger at just the right time.
I feel like he reminded me he's still with me, even when I feel alone.
You're never alone. Jesus said, "I am with you always, even to the end of the age." And yesterday, he proved it.
Granny, I still don't understand. I checked that flour jar this morning. It was empty. I tipped it upside down.
I know, my boy. I saw you staring at it like it owed you something.
And I was ready to go to bed hungry. Again. I didn't even know what to pray anymore.
That's why I prayed for both of us.
But Granny, how did we eat? Where did this bread come from?
I laid my hand on that jar. I said, "Lord, we have nothing but you." And that has always been enough.
And the flour just appeared.
Not like lightning and thunder, no. Just a little at the bottom. Just enough.
Like Elijah and the widow.
Just like that. God hasn't changed, Sipho. We're the ones who forget too quickly.
I thought God forgot me. I lost my job. No one's hiring. It felt like heaven was silent.
God is never silent. Sometimes he whispers through hunger. But he never leaves his children begging for bread.
How do you still believe like that?
Because I've lived long enough to see him show up when no one else did. Faith isn't built in comfort, Sipho. It's built in the fire.
I want that kind of faith.
Then keep walking, even when the jar looks empty. That's where the miracles begin.
Sipho, is that you? I haven't seen you in months.
Lerito, look at you. It's been too long. How have you been?
Honestly, a bit shaken. Something strange happened to me last week at the bus stop.
Oh, what happened?
A man, an old man, sat beside me and told me things I'd only said to God in private. Then he just disappeared. It felt like God himself sent him.
Sounds like you met an angel.
I thought I was losing my mind. But the words, they gave me peace. He said, "Don't let the storm outside make you forget who calms the seas." I still hear that in my head.
Lerito, I've been in a storm too. Lost my job. Nearly lost my faith. We were down to nothing. But my go-go prayed over an empty jar of flour, and God gave us just enough to make bread. It was like a Bible story happening in our kitchen.
God has a way of showing up right when we're ready to give up, doesn't he?
He does. Not always with thunder and lightning. Sometimes with flour in an old jar. Or a stranger at a bus stop.
Or a friend at a church bench.
Yeah, you know what I've learned. God doesn't always fix things immediately. But he always reminds us that we are seen and sustained.
Seen and sustained. I like that.
Maybe that's enough for now. Not all the answers, but just enough light for the next step.
Like daily bread.
And a whispered word in the waiting.
You know what? We should tell these stories to others. People need to know God still speaks. Still provides.
Let's do it. Our small stories might be someone else's lifeline.
Thank you very much for supporting my channel. God bless you.